recording, and of course, we were all playing music at that time. And then a guy that I was dating knew Vaden, and so he introduced me to him and set up a recording session at Liable.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you and your sister wrote your most famous song, Black Cadillac, the night before. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I had to have a song, so yeah, we just sat down and just brainstormed and came up with.
And it was a real family affair because your brother wrote the B-side, which was
Tomorrow.
So what was it like? You were one of the few women back then being a rocker. How did you get into rock and roll in the first place?
Well, I was doing country and and some pop and just everything, and then Elvis, I saw him and I thought, well, I could do that. And of course then Chuck Berry and and Little Richard and
So what was it like that time 50 years ago with everyone recording one song after the other? Does it seem like it's been 50 years?
No, it doesn't.
What was it like
to me?
What was it like that night for you? Were you nervous? Were you excited?
I was excited, yes. Oh, to make a record at that time was, that was a big thrill.
Yeah. And of course you toured the local clubs here. What was Northeast Arkansas like back 50 years ago? I guess this was the musical center of the universe.
Yes, it was, and then I worked, I worked on over around Searcy, Arkansas, all down in there too.
Of course, you folks were all around the same age, and I think you told me a story. Maybe we can have you tell our audience here about you worked across the street in one club and Bobby Brown was at the other club. And tell us a little bit about that. You kind of ran across the street to watch each other.
Yes, here in Truman, and I worked the CNR club, and he worked the he worked the CNR club, and I worked the Cotton Bowl, and when we'd take a break, we'd run across the highway and listen to him, and then when he'd take a break, he'd come across and listen to us.
So you had your album press, and then the next thing you know, you were on tour with the likes of Carl Perkins.
Yes.
What was that like, you and the rest of your Vaden label mates?
That was really exciting. And we did theaters and some clubs. Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever have any of your friends or your parents call and say, I heard your song on the jukebox, or I saw it in the jukebox?
Oh, yes.
What was that like for you to go over to a restaurant and see your record on a jukebox?
Oh, it was amazing. And of course, I had a lot, that I handed out to family, and friends, and it was really exciting.
So here we are, 50 years later. What's it like to be here? To see all your old friends and
It's
excited?
just great. I've just had a wonderful time so far tonight.